Hey guys, what's up? Nate here from the Run Experience, and we have a very special guest on today for today's Facebook Live chat, Miss Elizabeth Inpyn. Elizabeth, you want to say hi?
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, we were totally blown away by all the questions and comments we got from everyone. I think I've like carpal tunnel from just like catching up on all the replies. And Elizabeth, I know your replies were a whole lot more thorough than mine were.
Yeah, I'm definitely my hands are a little tired from the typing. I try to space that out usually, but it was exciting. It was fun to see such a great variety of questions and people so interested in taking their performance to the next level. I love it.
And we definitely had some topics that rose to the surface. And in this very quick little recording, we're going to share our top 3 questions that we saw. Elizabeth is going to jump into that. But I want to share with you guys something very special. Elizabeth and I have been working together for a while, and we actually have a way that you can work with both of us together. And it's kind of new, it's exciting. We're really pumped about it. We want to share it with you. So we have a way that you can join our 30-day challenge around running, strength, mobility, and videos on how to do it with live coaching support from us. And we're partnering with Elizabeth with 2 exclusive coaching calls that are going to feature not only just the Run Experience team, but Elizabeth herself, giving you guys some really good information, not only on your training and on your nutrition. And if this project works well, you'll expect more good strength, running, nutrition topics to come. So anyway, if you do that, we're going to have a little link down below. Check it out. We have a special coupon code for you, Eat and Run in all caps. You'll get $97 off of the 30-day challenge, as well as access to those exclusive calls. So we're really pumped about that.
Absolutely. I want to make sure too everyone knows that we're uh, the value in having kind of these one-on-one coaching calls with the two of us. I think they'll really see a benefit in getting kind of some personal time with us and covering some topics that we don't have a lot of time to cover just on a Facebook chat or kind of in articles sometimes. So it's a really awesome
Yeah.
way for them to connect with us. I'm pretty excited.
I haven't found the electrolyte imbalance emoji yet. I don't know if they've made
Yeah.
that one.
I think it should just be that little poop guy,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's like your SOL if you're electrolyte imbalance.
I like that. I like that. The poop guy is new meaning. So let's dig into these 3 questions. Now, guys, I had a little challenge for Elizabeth because I know that she has so much material and information and can really dig into these subjects. So my challenge to her was to put her on a little stopwatch. We're going to give her 3 questions. We're going to give her 2 minutes per question. I actually have a stopwatch here just for fun. So that way we can get some really focused sound bites as well as give you guys access to the more in-depth stuff. So are you ready, Elizabeth?
Oh my gosh, this has been the hard. I've did like 3 training sessions today, and this timed question is the hardest thing I'm gonna do all day.
Oh man, this is like Jeopardy.
Yeah,
Are you ready? All
yeah,
right, so here we go. So
I'm ready.
what was the first topic that you had?
So the first topic was fueling before runs. What to do, what not to do. So I think the biggest thing that I want people to look out for is that often less is more. I think
Mm-hmm.
runners especially get really worried that they're not going to have enough energy to complete their sessions. And at the end of the day, your body is a lot more adept at getting you through. I think that there's a feeling of lower energy or what people perceive as bonking, which is really hydration, which is something we're going to talk about
Interesting.
next. Yeah. But the big issue comes with GI distress. And so I think that's what a lot of runners are experiencing. And so they're either afraid to eat something beforehand or they eat too much and then have to run at a slower pace. So I want to make sure that there are some really practical suggestions. So whether they're having a couple fig Newtons, whether it's a rice cake with some tahini on it, half of a banana with some nut butter, if they just, if they're a little more fat adapted, they can just go with the straight nut butter, possibly some
Hmm.
coconut oil, chia seeds and mixed in with some coconut milk. Takes about a
Yeah,
half an
but
hour.
fat adapted is important. And guys, what's great is that Elizabeth really digs in with some really specific recommendations. in this thread as well. So if you haven't seen our post, Eat and Run, it's got the donuts in the background. That was me. You can go in there and really get her really thorough responses for sure.
Great. So,
Dan.
yeah, I think it's important though to make sure that you're fueling properly, that you're not, if your goal is to run and train hard, you want to make sure that you're getting in some fueling and you're doing it smartly.
That's awesome. Dude, you are like clockwork. We're just about to hit the 2-minute mark. So
I,
what's
I set my timer as well.
Oh my goodness, there we go, like the true endurance athlete. So what's our next topic? What's the next
All right.
biggest thing that you saw?
Next topic is hydration.
Okay.
And I think there were a lot of questions specifically about sodium, about different hydration mixes, but then there were also a lot of people saying, I bonk on my long run, and mistakenly they're thinking that's a food issue when most of the time it's a hydration issue. So the number
Interesting.
one performance limiter in your training and racing is hydration. That's something that I work with my athletes to make sure that they really have that dialed in ahead of time.
Hmm.
It can take it takes a while, so I recommend starting to practice that early and regularly and trying out different ones. I
Are
happen
there
to love.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are there runs that you recommend that they should runners always run with a water bottle or a hydration pack, or do you give guidance based on how long the workout is?
How long the workout is. And that's only changed if the temperature is above 90 to 100 degrees. So that is something that I work on with a lot of my athletes. That if it's under an hour, between 45 minutes and an hour, you're probably pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
If in terms of not needing to take hydration with you, if it's anything over an hour, I recommend stashing a bottle. I get a lot of people that don't like to run carrying things,
Mm-hmm.
so I recommend doing a loop or knowing if there's a water fountain in the park. But specifically, you want to be planning and taking a hydration product with you on anything that's over 90 minutes.
I mean,
So,
really, if your family loves you, they should just drive alongside you with every
yes,
workout you do, right? And just
absolutely, yeah,
hand you
that's
things
that's
out.
love. And if
Okay.
they're not doing it, they're not committed to the goal.
Oh
It's not.
man, they're not committed. All right, we need a new family. All right. And finally, that last question, what was that last big topic that we saw in today's live chat?
The last big topic were nutrients for runners that they
Okay.
may be missing. And this, again, is something that I get all the time. I think the key nutrients that we want to make sure as runners that you're getting vitamin D3, fish oils, probiotics, and some kind of a collagen or amino acid supplement. The probiotic is important for every athlete. It's important for everyone, but it's something that I make sure no matter who I'm talking to that they are taking a probiotic.
Now,
Gut
is that
health,
a
essential.
supplemental thing that people take, or can that be found in natural foods that they could just, eat in their diet?
It can be found in foods, but not in the quantities that athletes especially need. A lot of yogurts, commercial yogurts, will claim that they have probiotic strains in them, but they're not always the right mix and they're not always the
Mm,
right quantities. And a lot of them come with added sugars, and those block the absorption or mess with your gut to the point that you're not going to absorb any of those probiotics anyway.
gotcha.
So you have to be careful. But there are things like fermented foods. Kefir is a excellent probiotic. Kimchi, krauts, those are all really good sources. But I do think that a probiotic for athletes, especially training for longer distances, half marathons and above, you really want to make sure that you're keeping your gut in check. Vitamin D3 is another supplement, especially for female athletes. I want to make sure they're getting because a lot don't get enough calcium.
Hmm.
They don't get enough substantial animal products that have animal fats in them, which provide a lot of vitamins and minerals. And then fish oil is just one for inflammation, for brain health, for heart health. Um, that I see kind of a lot of energy, people saying I'm tired, my training is catching up with me, I can't seem to break through this training barrier. my joints ache. So those are important as well.
Yeah, that inflammation and everything. Well, Elizabeth, you did excellent. Three
Thanks.
enormous topics in 6 short minutes. We're just really scratching the surface. Guys, once again, you can work with Elizabeth. I'm screen sharing her page right now at inpyn.com/take action. She's got some different ways she works with some fantastic stud athletes. I've referred individual athletes to work with her. She's really, really good. She really cares, and she's great. You can work with both of us. Once again, you can join the 30-day challenge. We'll have a link to our training plans page. If you use the coupon code Eat and Run, you'll be able to get $97 off this program and access to some exclusive coaching calls with both Elizabeth and myself. So we're really excited to launch that. And once again, guys, remember, this post is on the Facebook page, How to Eat and Run. It's got the donuts in the background. Go ahead, dig in, post some questions. We'll try to get in there again. And once again, thanks for listening.
Thanks so much, guys.